and welcome to the class. Today we will start a new chapter in civics, and the name of the chapter is Public Facilities. This is your chapter 9. First of all, you must know the meaning of public facilities. Public facilities are those facilities uh, which are given by the government for all the people in the country. Okay. There are many examples of public facilities like water supply, electricity, road, health services, railways, schools. These all comes under public services, public facilities. Okay. Here you will become aware of this public facility by the description of Chennai city, because here you see two people are there, Amu and Kumar. Okay, these two are traveling in the bus. They are visiting. They are traveling through Chennai in a bus, and they observe the what is the condition of water, availability of water in different parts of Chennai. These are the different parts of Chennai. You can see it's Anna Nagar. This is Anna Nagar. Okay, जहाँ पर you can see the people are washing their car with water pipe. So there is no इतने सारे पानी बह रहे हैं, you can see. So there is no scarcity of water in Anna Nagar. You can understand from the picture only. Now this is Saida Pet. In Saida Pet, you can see that the people are very much in trouble because of non availability of water. Water is not available to them. So many utensils are kept there. In they are waiting for water, and then we see this. Madipakkam. In Madipakkam, you can see that this bottle of water is there. What does this? There are two bottles of water. What does this bottle of water denote? These bottles of water denotes that the people who are living in Madipakkam, they have to purchase water in order to drink. For the purpose of drinking, they had to purchase this bottled water. तभी तो ये बॉटल वाला वाटर वहां पर है. You can मतलब by seeing the picture only you can understand. And now we see this Mylapore. And Mylapore, we find that there is a problem of water sometimes, and then that problem is solved by bringing water tanker in the locality. Okay, so these are the four localities about which we are going to know. First of all, we see that about Anna Nagar. Anna Nagar is a posh locality of Chennai, where we find that senior government officials live here. So, like Mr. Ram Gopal, who is a senior government officer, he lives there in Anna Nagar. Okay, and this area is very green area. There are lawns maintained by the people who live there, because these people are the rich people of the society. They have bungalows and they have tap water for major part of the day. They don't have any problem of water. Scarcity of water is not there. Sometimes they get less supply of water. They get inadequate supply of water. So in that situation, what happens that some like Mr. Ram Gopal, who is a senior government officer, he speak to a senior official whom he knows in the municipal water board, and a water tanker is easily arranged for his house. तो अगर वाटर की प्रॉब्लम आती है, इनएडिक्वेसी होती है, तो फिर वो दे कैन अरेंज फॉर वाटर टैंकर easily. They don't have any problem in getting that water tanker. And now we see about the next uh, लोकेलिटी दैट इज माइलापुर. अन्ना नगर से अब हम लोग देखते हैं माइलापुर में क्या कंडीशन प्रिवेल कर रही है. सो इन माइलापुर वी फाइंड that people suffer from water shortage. There is this problem of water shortage, and there also we see one person, Subramanyam, is living there, okay, in apartment. So, water problem is there in Mylapore, and this area gets municipal water once in 2 days. 2 दिन में एक बार पानी आता है. So problem is there, है ना? And because people need water, we cannot survive without water. So what is done by the people? Private boring, and a private borewell is done by the people, so that their water related needs can be fulfilled. उन्होंने अपने खर्चे से जहाँ पर भी उनका घर है, उन्होंने वहाँ पर उन्होंने बोरवेल करवा लिया है, और उस बोरवेल में क्या होता है, जो अंडरग्राउंड वाटर है उसको मोटर लगा करके उस वाटर को खींचा जाता है, और फिर उसको आप अपने टैंक में कलेक्ट कर लोगे, फिर आप अपने पाइप से आपके घरों में वो आ जाएगा. सो प्राइवेट बोरवेल किया गया है. एंड व्हाट वी सी दैट द बोरवेल वाटर इज नॉट clean. So people use this borewell water for the purpose of washing, for the purpose of toilet only, and like other uses they have, for the purpose of cooking, for drinking, they have to purchase water, है ना? सो वाटर इज परचेज्ड फ्रॉम टैंकर. टैंकर से वो वाटर परचेज करते हैं क्लीनिंग के लिए, नॉट क्लीनिंग, कुकिंग के लिए, एंड for the purpose of cooking, they purchase water from the tanker. And in this way we see that Subramaniam has to spend rupees 500 to 600 per month for this. Yes, Subramaniam has to spend rupees 500 to 600 per month on buying water from the tanker. तो टैंकर से जो पानी आया उससे तो आपका कुकिंग हो गया, जो टैप वाटर आ रहा है उससे आपने वॉशिंग, क्लीनिंग, टॉयलेट के काम हो गए. अब फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ ड्रिंकिंग दे हैव टू परचेज, दे हैव इंस्टॉल्ड वाटर प्यूरिफिकेशन सिस्टम इन देयर होम, बिकॉज जो पानी है वो गंदा है ना? तो अब ड्रिंकिंग के लिए, पीने के लिए तो उनको सेफ वाटर चाहिए. सो फॉर दैट पर्पस दे हैव इंस्टॉल्ड वाटर प्यूरिफिकेशन सिस्टम इन देयर हाउसेस. सो इस तरह से हम देखते हैं कि ये जो चीज़ें हैं, वाटर का सिस्टम ये है मायलापुर में. ओके, एंड now we see about the next locality, that is Madipakkam. Madipakkam, in this locality Siva lives on rent on the first floor of a house. ठीक है, शिवा रेंट पे रहता है, एंड ही गेट्स वाटर वंस इन 4 days. अभी हमने देखा वंस इन 2 days, है ना? अन्ना नगर में हर दिन आता है, देन माइलापुर में 2 दिन में एक दिन आता है, और मणिपक्कम में 4 दिनों में एक बार आता है. Shortage of water is a very big problem here, and because of this shortage of water, Siva is not able to bring his family to Chennai. And here we find that Siva has to buy bottled water for the purpose of drinking. देखो, जहाँ पर माइलापुर में क्या हो रहा था कि वाटर प्यूरिफिकेशन सिस्टम आपने इंस्टॉल कर लिया, आपका पानी साफ हो जा रहा है. यहाँ इन मडिपक्कम दे हैव टू परचेज बॉटल्ड वाटर. ठीक है, एंड नाउ वी सी दैट पद्मा, who is a domestic help in Saida, she works as a domestic help in Saidapat and lives in the nearby slum. अब पद्मा जो है, जो कि वो एक डोमेस्टिक हेल्पर है, किसी के घर जाके काम करती हैं, और वो बगल के स्लम में रहती है, साइदा पेट के पास में जो स्लम है उसमें रहती है. नाउ सी पेज अ रेंट ऑफ रुपीज 650 फॉर द हटमेंट. जहाँ पर उसका शेल्टर है वहाँ पर उस वो ₹650 देती है रेंट, जहाँ पर कि उस घर में न तो बाथरूम है और न ही टैप कनेक्शन है. सो यू कैन जस्ट इमेजिन in what condition Padma is living. She has neither a bathroom in her house and nor a tap connection, and for that she is paying rupees 650. And we see that for 30 such hutments there is a common tap at one corner. मतलब 30 ऐसे जो हाउसेज हैं उनके लिए एक कॉमन टैप है. For 30 hutments, one common tap is there. So, such a horrible condition is there. And in this common tap, also, we find that water comes from a borewell for 20 minutes twice daily. सिर्फ 20 मिनट्स के लिए आती है हर दिन दो बार, एक बार सुबह में एक बार शाम में. ठीक है. वो एक बोरिंग किया हुआ है, उस बोरिंग वही बोरिंग मोटर ऑन करके पानी जो है वो 20 मिनट्स के लिए सुबह में आती है, 20 मिनट्स के लिए शाम में आती है. एक ये वाटर का सोर्स है फॉर 30 हटमेंट्स, जिसमें 30 में कम से कम 30 लोग तो रहेंगे ही, एक हटमेंट में एक लोग तो रहेंगे ही. मोर देन 1 2 3 4 पीपल तक रह सकते हैं. सो व्हाट इज द pitiable condition. ठीक है. And it is also a restriction that a family can fill only a maximum of 3 buckets within this time. ये जो 20 मिनट्स का टाइम है इसमें आप मैक्सिमम 3 बकेट्स ही भर सकते हो, नॉट मोर देन 3 बकेट. एंड जो पानी वहाँ नल पे आ रहा है दैट वाटर इज यूज्ड not only for washing, for drinking also. They don't have any access to safe drinking water. जैसे हमने अभी देखा कि माइलापुर में people have installed water purification system. In Madipakkam, people are purchasing safe drinking water, bottled water. But here we find that whatever water, whatever is the quality of the water, that is not a concern. People are not. People are just drinking that water which they are getting from that common tap. And in summer, we see that the problem becomes very grave because the flow of the water becomes a trickle, बहुत ही slow हो जाता है. And इसमें आपस में the people start conflicting with each other. People have to wait long hours for वाटर टैंकर. समर में वाटर टैंकर्स भी बुलाने पड़ते हैं और तभी भी लोगों को बहुत लंबे समय तक वेट करना पड़ता है. तो इस तरह से हमने देखा कि चार जो लोकेलिटी, उन चारों लोकेलिटी में अलग अलग कंडीशंस प्रिवेल करती है. सबसे अच्छी कंडीशन अन्ना नगर की है जहाँ पर कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. उसके बाद यस, देन वी सी. So now we see water as part of the fundamental right to life. Water is very much important for life. We cannot survive without water. We cannot have good health without safe drinking water. It is not only important that we must get water, but it is also equally important that safe drinking water must be available to us so that we can save ourselves from different types of disease. And we see that in our country, in our India, we have the largest number of cases of diseases such as diarrhea, dysentery, cholera, and all these diseases are caused by unsafe drinking water. If we drink unsafe water, then only we fall sick by these diseases: diarrhea, dysentery, cholera. And over 1600 Indians, in which we see that most of them children below the age of 5, are they are dying every day because of water related disease. So this is a grave problem in our country that we are not having access to safe drinking water. ये जो इतने डेथ्स हो रहे हैं, 1600 इंडियंस की जो बात हो रही है, दे आर डाइंग एवरी डे only because of water related disease. और इन 1600 में भी जो most of them are children below the age of 5. So these deaths can be prevented. What is the need of these deaths? These deaths can easily be prevented if safe drinking water is available to each and every citizen, each and every people who are living in the country. But that is not possible. नहीं मिल पा रहा है उन्हें. So the Constitution of India also see that recognizes right to life. है ना? You have read about this. Article 21 gave us right to life. है ना? हमारे पास हमें जीने का अधिकार है. But our right to life is meaningless if we are not having right to safe drinking water. So when the court has interpreted this right to life, and accordingly the court has said that right to safe drinking water also comes under right to life. So every citizen has this right. The citizen may be the every person, not citizen, every person has this right. The person may be rich, may be poor, maybe Hindu, maybe Muslim, that doesn't matter, maybe male, maybe female. Every person of the country must is having this right, that they must have sufficient amount of water to fulfill his or her daily needs at a price that he or she can afford. ये नहीं कि आप बहुत कॉस्टली कर देंगे तो उसको पैसे से अगर हमें सेफ ड्रिंकिंग वाटर मिलता है तो उसको भी हम सही नहीं कहेंगे, बिकॉज इट मस्ट बी फ्री, या फिर ऐसे प्राइस में जिसको कि हम अफोर्ड कर सकें. So what is required, that there should be universal access to water. Water का जो access है वो हमारे लिए universal होना चाहिए, सबको मिलना चाहिए without any discrimination. Okay. So we see that so many court cases were there, in high courts, in Supreme Court, and all these courts have give this judgment that the right to safe drinking water is a fundamental right. And in 2007, we find that the Andhra Pradesh High Court has given this verdict that this Andhra Pradesh court, High Court, has given this verdict that the people have this right to safe drinking water, and it was hearing a case which was based on a letter written by villager of Mahbub Nagar district on the contamination of drinking water. What is the meaning of contamination? कंटामिनेशन का मतलब होता है पॉल्यूटेड, गंदा हो जाना, कोई अनवांटेड एलिमेंट का मिल जाना. सो ड्रिंकिंग वाटर के कंटामिनेशन से रिलेटेड एक लेटर लिखा था एक विलेजर ने, महबूब नगर डिस्ट्रिक्ट के एक विलेजर ने कोर्ट को, और उसी पर कोर्ट ने ये वर्डिक्ट दिया था. इस विलेजर ने क्या कंप्लेन किया था कि दैट अ टेक्सटाइल कंपनी वाज डिस्चार्जिंग poisonous chemical into a stream near his village. जो उनका विलेज है वहाँ पर एक टेक्सटाइल कंपनी है जो कि जहाँ पर कपड़ों का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग होता है, एंड इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सम पॉइजनस केमिकल इज डिस्चार्ज्ड फ्रॉम द factory, and it is discharged into a stream which is near the village. So what is happening that because of this poisonous chemical, because of this discharge of poisonous chemical into the stream, the groundwater has started to be contaminated. And this groundwater is used not only for irrigation but also for drinking water. So they are facing this trouble that their drinking water is getting contaminated because of discharge of poisonous chemical from the textile company. So the judge of this Andhra Pradesh High Court, they gave this verdict that the Mahbub Nagar district collector must supply 25 liters of water to each person in the village. This is a very good judgment, है ना. ये आप उन्होंने डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर की ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बना दी कि आप कम से कम 25 लीटर ऑफ वाटर ईच पर्सन को आपको पहुंचाना होगा. ओके, सो इस तरह से द कोर्ट ऑल्सो इंटरफेयर इन दीज मैटर्स, बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट सिंपली कि हमारे वाटर की नीड है, इट इज़ आर फंडामेंटल राइट. ओके, सो वाटर की तरह ही और भी बहुत सारे एसेंशियल फैसिलिटीज़ होते हैं विच आर नीडेड बाय एवरीवन, है ना. यू हैव रेड अबाउट इन योर क्लास सेवेंथ civics book about the facilities like health care, sanitation, and there are other things like electricity, public transport, school, colleges. These all are very much important for us. We cannot live a good life in the absence of all these. So these are known as public facilities. So we see that public facility is that once it is provided, its benefit can be shared by many people, है ना? एक बार अगर ये प्रोवाइड कर दिया जाता है, जैसे एक रोड अगर बनता है, तो दैट रोड कैन नॉट बी यूज्ड बाय ओनली फ्यू पर्सन, इट इज फॉर ऑल, है ना? So many people, any people can use it. So this is the most important characteristic of a public facility, that once it is provided, its benefit can be shared by many people. Like a school in the village, अगर स्कूल खोला जाता है विलेज में, तो दैट स्कूल विल प्रोवाइड एजुकेशन टू ऑल द चिल्ड्रेन, कैन प्रोवाइड टू ऑल द चिल्ड्रेन इन द स्कूल, है ना? तो इसी तरह से जैसे सप्लाई ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी अगर हो रहा है, तो ये कई लोगों को एक साथ हेल्प करेगा. Farmers can run pump set to irrigate their fields. People can open a small workshop that run on electricity. A student will find it easier to study, and most people in the village will benefit in some way or the other. तो इसी को हम पब्लिक फैसिलिटी कहते हैं कि एक बार अगर ये प्रोवाइड कर दिया गया, तो इट विल बी शेयर्ड बाय मेनी पीपल. It is not limited to some people, it is shared by many people. And now we see what is the role of the government in providing public facilities to the people. So we see that public facilities are very much important. So it is the responsibility of someone must be responsible for this na, कि someone must be responsible for providing these public facilities to people. Who will be this someone? ये someone कौन होगा? It will be the government, है ना? कोई तो होना चाहिए जिसको जिसको ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी पूरी तरह से सौंप दी जाएगी कि आपको लोगों की पब्लिक फैसिलिटीज को पूरा करना है. तो ये जो समवन है, ये गवर्नमेंट है. एंड वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट फंक्शन ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट इज टू एंश्योर दैट दीज पब्लिक फैसिलिटीज आर मेड अवेलेबल टू एवरीवन. गवर्नमेंट की बहुत सारे काम है, उसमें एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट काम ये है कि पब्लिक फैसिलिटीज सबको अवेलेबल कराई जाए. Okay, so now we see why the government and only the government must bear this responsibility. क्यों सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट ही हमें पब्लिक फैसिलिटीज अवेलेबल करा सकती है? क्यों नहीं कोई प्राइवेट पर्सन हमें ये पब्लिक फैसिलिटीज अवेलेबल करा सकता है? Okay, we will we will search for the answer to this question in the next class.